Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is November the 12th, and it's 10:18 p.m. We're running a couple minutes behind. I know I said I'd try for 10 to 10:30-ish window because I was in a meeting, and we are here now, and we're up and running. Tonight, I do have with me Peace, Love, and Quilting. I have Courtney, and I have one of our favorite mods with us, little Miss Heather. So with that being said, we're just going to get busy and wait on everybody to get here that's not in the chat already, and we'll just get rolling.
Kathleen.
Oops.
It's okay.
I misspoke. It's one of those things. It's still that COVID brain.
That's all right.
Oh,
hi, everybody.
Quilty Queen 22. Welcome, darling. You've got the link. If you decide you want to join, go ahead and pop on in, lovey, if you're not at work. So with that being said, we're still going to progress with our lions. We're working them up right now. Janet Johnson, good morning, beautiful, and welcome. Sandra K, hello, sweetheart, and welcome to the chat. So let me see. Guess who, Nancy? Hello, all. And let me see, I'm making sure I'm seeing it on the screen as well as on my cell. I've got both of them running simultaneously tonight. In case we have any issues, I'll still be able to flip back and forth. So should we get bumped offline, the girls know to just keep on chatting, and I'll be back. But hopefully this weekend, all the issues will be resolved. I will join as soon as I get my laptop awake. All right, Shirley, it was a privilege and an honor to meet you today. I had a total blast with you, darling. You and Sandra K are amazing ladies, and I'm blessed to know you just a little bit more. Nearly lunchtime for me, and it's nearly bedtime for me. I started this last night and got about half an hour worth of rest, and we've been up kicking it all day and just having a blast. So I'll get some sleep tonight. Julie Smith, hello, and welcome to the chat, darling. And I greatly appreciate any and everyone that's taken their time tonight to sit and chat with us and sew and catch up. It's always fun sewing and having fun with friends. So with all of that being said, I'm missing one of my colors. I did not write it down, so I've got to look it up. That's what we have these for. 67C, and how I missed writing that down is beyond me. But
which one?
67C.
67C is cat head.
Cat head. All right. So let me go over here, and that's going to be my coral. Thanks, babes.
Hi, Natalie.
Well, that might have been what one thing or another was wrote in there for. I always check before I get started to make sure I've got them all in. Give Donna a thumbs up, guys. God love you, Janet. I definitely appreciate it. Nellie, I'm glad you're here tonight, and I hope all is well with you, sweetie. It's been a hot minute since I got to catch up with you. So fill me in when you get a chance. Let me know how life's treating you since we've got to sit and chat. It's been forever. So let me get these colors picked out. Get all set up. And good Lord, Kathleen, I had a brain fog for a second. I hope you forgive me, darling.
Oh, sweetie, I didn't even think anything about it. I was kind of giggling.
As soon as it came out, I was like, I said that wrong.
Nah,
and
no problem.
It's just still that brain fog. I guess someday it'll lift.
Well, it's not like I'm typically here, so you know.
Absolutely.
I've been rambling like you know. You're fine. I'm only wearing a coat because it's cold here.
The
heater's on, but it's cold.
Got no heat in there.
I have a heater. This is cold because of the weather changing, and it gets down below 30s. It won't heat up as
like it usually will.
Right. And it, did you,
That would be.
but it sounds like you need a wood stove in there, my love.
Ooh, yeah.
I gotta tell my husband I want some new things in here.
I would be
Absolutely.
afraid. I would be afraid to have a heater, like go turn it on before you come in the room, you know, so it gets warm before you're there. I would be afraid with all the fabric and
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I have all the heater, all the fabrics and totes and stuff.
Right.
And I only turn it on when I'm in here.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I would be afraid to do anything else.
But the only heater that, so I have a 4-space heater
I know.
and I have another big oil can heater. But it doesn't take any oil. It's something different. It reuses the same oil.
Oh,
Really? Huh.
And
Never
it
heard
plugs into
about
the
it.
wall. And usually I'm sweating in here when it's
Right. It's just the coldness, probably. We've got a lot of rain here and it's gotten right cold. I'm ironing while watching. I need to have you slip over here. It's just a short jolt, Janet, and come do my ironing, babe. It is my favorite pastime, I hear.
I love to iron.
I do. It's relaxing.
No, that's the first thing I ever did that my grandmother put my hands to when I was like 4.5, 5 years old. She put the ironing board as low as it would go and set me in a chair, and I ironed washcloths and towels and sheets and pillowcases for hours while she sewed. And she never let me touch a machine or taught me how to sew, but I love, and you know, the smell and the texture of a sheet or a pillowcase that's been pressed. It's just amazing.
It is. It is amazing. My mom and my aunts and things, we line dried everything when I was a child. So, you know, when you brought it in, you had to press it off so it's nice and soft and you make your beds and whatnot.
Mhm.
And God love Joe when we first got married. Anything that went on his body, didn't matter, t-shirt, socks, underwear, whatever, got all starched up, ironed up, and hung up. You know, he goes,
Oh,
he goes, I got a problem. And I said, what? He goes, it's about your washing and your laundry. And I said, what are you telling me? I'm not doing it right. He goes, are you starching my drawers? And I said, I was a starching everything. Why? I said, that's the way I was brought up, you know, socks, whatever. You just starched them and got them nice. And he goes, don't do it anymore. God love the man. He stayed with me through it all.
well, I'll say it makes things, I almost popped off with, it would have come across really bad online, but it makes things.
He broke out. Yeah, he kind of broke out. And he's like, this is not fun. So I had to strip out everything and rewash everything. I had no clue. I was young, dumb. I just did what I was raised doing.
Doing your best.
Absolutely. I thought I was living my best life.
Well, on the other hand, it saved you some extra work.
Yeah.
It's like, oops, sorry, babe.
Yeah. You'll survive. Let's just not tell the world. And here I am years later. And it's my daily chuckle. I think of it often. And I'm just like, I can't believe I did that.
I can't.
It was kind of like sheltered life, I guess.
No.
Hello, Anne, and welcome, sweetheart. Mary Jane, welcome, darling. Glad to have y'all here tonight with us while we're working on these projects.
Hey, everybody.
It's time to party.
Right. I'll tell you, I even took a nap today. Well, not a nap, but I laid down. And I don't know if anybody else is a fanatic, like I am, quite literally a fanatic over the whole Oak Island mystery.
My husband is hooked on that.
Joe, I've been watching that from day one.
So I haven't missed a show yet.
Right. I'm with you, brother. And so they did a little recap of everything they found a few days ago. And so I laid down today and I watched that because I don't watch TV anymore. And so I laid down and I just relaxed and I said, okay, you're going to allow yourself to just chill
Mhm.
And that's what I did. And then of course you got to go back and watch a few extra, episodes before the new one starts on what, Monday or Tuesday.
15th, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm so excited. I saw a commercial like they did a little presentation of the new season, and they're digging, Joe. They're digging
Oh, I
in the
know.
money pit. In the money pit, they're digging this year.
You ever go online there, satellite, get on one of them satellites where you can look down Oak Island, you can see a lot of it. They're doing.
Oh, see, I don't have I guess I could do it on my phone, but my equipment is so barely running, to be very honest.
I'm gonna take her up there one summer. We can go up there while they're working in the summer.
How cool would that be?
They take you on tours of the island.
That would be so fun. And look, it's Nova Scotia. It's right by Laura Lynn and Kent.
That's what I
right,
told him.
yeah.
I said, I've already,
Yeah, they're in Nova Scotia also.
yeah, I told Laura Lynn, I said, if he's going to bring me up for that, I got to slip over and check you out.
I might have to fly to y'all, and then we all just hop over.
How cool would that be?
I'd be crashing your little vacay, but
Hey, it's all good. More the merrier.
I mean,
I am watching, but not ready to do EPP and working on an improv scrap quilt that I started some time ago. Awesome. You'll have to post it over in our group, darling, so that we can see it when you're done.
yeah.
Or heck, post as you're working on it. My husband watches Oak Island too. Mine has watched it from the get-go, and it's one of his favorite shows.
And I'll tell you a little secret. Ricky, he's handsome young fella.
That's probably one of the draws for the show,
Well, and it's his drive. I think that's what kind of attracts me to him, is his drive, this passion. I mean, it started when he was a young kid, when that, Reader's Digest came out. And I love how Marty has come from the dark side. He's like, I don't believe it. Aren't we done yet? Are you really want to do this, brother? If you want to, we will. But and now he's all in. I love it.
That's
I know.
cool.
I think it's the mystery. I like history though, so
Yeah, that's
it feeds that. Like anything to do with pyramids and mummies and anything that they dig up somewhere, I'm all ears.
You sound just like Joe. He's the same way.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, some part of me is, it was my favorite subject in school, but at the same time, it's where we come from. I mean, it's what everybody went through for us to get here, kind of thing, and it just intrigues me. So anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of mind-boggling, isn't it?
I mean, hello, building a pyramid. The tools they came up with. I mean, anywhere, any place, back in the day, you think about the tools and the vegetation and what drove them to use a certain plant to dye their fabric and make fabric.
Who
For
would have
one,
thought?
right, to weave and to make thread and weave, and then to use an eggplant or something to dye it purple or blue. I just,
Who would have known to do that,
yeah. Well, my opinion, that was totally the good Lord,
Absolute.
But yeah, it's just, to me, it's amazing. Thank God we live today.
I always wondered what it would be like to live back in the day, I
Mhm.
think it would have been so amazing. But then, look at all the old time movies and the Bible and stuff. It was really hard times.
Yeah, it was.
It's what formed our world today. Now I think a lot of us has gotten soft. And it's not like
Yeah.
the world that we grew up in,
And that's scary. Sometimes that bothers me, but I mean,
Yeah.
but I was doing things that my mom, that they shouldn't have let us do. We were out in empty fields. I grew up with all boys, bikers and, whatever. And the boys, we were out in big giant fields digging tunnels and crawling through them. If we don't come home till the lights come on the street. And
That's how we were raised.
And then if you don't come home, do they know where to look for you? No.
No, we could have been dead and buried somewhere.
In a collapsed tunnel somewhere. Rick and Marty would have been digging me up. I mean, but you know, climbing trees and I don't know, just all the. My grandson, bless his heart, is 12. Just turned 13. He's 12 years old. Just turned yeah, he's 12. And boy, it's pretty bad when you can't remember. He's
Welcome
12.
to my world.
This boy doesn't know what it's like to go outside and play.
No, it's all thunder thumbs. Cell phones, technology is
Yeah,
ruining
but-
the world. Sue Allen, hello, sweetheart, and Kelly. Hi, darling. Hi there, my quilting buddies. And we've been holding off turning our heater on. I finally broke down and turned it on, just trying to save the money. I'm telling you what, my son got his what is it called? Oil tanks filled. And it was like $1,800 for an oil tank. I likely to die when he told me that. He goes, we're keeping it at 60. He goes, this is crazy. And I said, it's going to get worse. His dad told him, he goes, y'all just need to find someplace that's different kind of heat because it's going to get a lot worse.
Wow. Yeah, my aunt and uncle live in the mountains and they have to fill tanks and it's
not pretty, I'm telling you.
I take it for granted I can stand in the hot water, you know, and just until my water tank runs out.
Right.
You know, the hot water tank runs out and I go up there and my uncle's like, are you done in there yet? No, some water, you know, because the heat and if it doesn't rain up there where they're at, that's what fills the wells. You know, if the wells are low, there's the water, not just the gas supply. Or propane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's getting cold and needs heater on. Absolutely. It was down in the 30s here today. It was like 60 during the middle of the day. And then we had a rain go through. And I'm telling you what, it brought the cold front real quick.
We miss
And-
fall.
Whoa. See
We
what?
totally miss fall. We miss fall. I'm in Northern California.
Okay.
And, so I'm about 2 hours south of our capital, Sacramento, which is, I mean, I'm not high northern, right? I'm low northern.
Right.
But still, we haven't had water. The last 2 times it rained, it sprinkled for about 30 minutes. Not even that. The ground didn't even get wet. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's been like a year.
Oh my word.
And we are in serious drought for years now. It's just getting worse and worse. And we went from 109 and 112. The next day it dropped down to 83 or 98, 89, it was in mid 80s. And then it went back up 20 degrees for another week. And then all of a sudden it went cold and we had rain for a week. We haven't had that. And it didn't rain all day, but the grounds were wet. And that's the first, we need it so bad. So I'm like, bring on winter then, bring it on. Cause
Yeah.
I'm a green thumb. All my stuff, I like my stuff green. I want to water my lawn.
Absolute. I don't do winter well. I really just don't. I told him we need to move somewhere nice, warm, and toasty.
I love the sunshine, but my body doesn't like it anymore.
Right.
And the cold air is good for my lungs, but it hurts my bones.
Absolutely. I have rheumatoid arthritis in my
Yep.
body and my spine's getting attacked. So it makes it worse.
For the first time, it's hitting my hands.
Mm.
And
Yep.
I'm
Your
not-
lakes and rivers are almost dry, Kathleen. You need snow and rain, Sue Allen said.
yes, ma'am.
Courtney must have disappeared from us.
I'm still here,
Will you turn?
taking care of something I don't want to take care of online.
Okay, baby. You can blow your nose in front of us. We're used
I
to
don't
it.
Yeah.
care.
Just no picking. I love her.
Me too.
She's a good kid.
They figure out what to do.
Oh, Papa.
Mr.
can
Vince, you better
hear
be
you.
nice.
You know, you might not be able to see her, but she can still hear you.
I got ears.
Oh,
I
she's
fix my ears so I can hear you.
John here. Hello, John and Courtney, Joe, Kathleen, and everyone.
Hey,
Come to
John.
Australia. Oh, your lovely weather. I would come there in a New York minute. I'm telling you what, that is my dream place to come someday. Someday in my life. I would love to go visit. Oh my goodness.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be a trip of a lifetime. It really would.
I mean, there's so many places I've always wanted to go. My grandmother tried to convince me as a little girl that I was going to be, I didn't have an option. I was going to be a flight attendant.
Oh,
You're going to be a stewardess because you're going to see the world.
oh,
I've never been on a plane.
oh, God love
Never
you.
gone anywhere. I've been to Washington State once. You go to Reno, Nevada, and I've driven to my dad's and Twin Falls, there at Twin Falls, Idaho twice. And yeah, no, that's just been it. And I don't have a hankering. I mean, maybe if I had a better car and, budget wasn't an issue, I would go, I want to go to a retreat so bad with the girls,
Right.
And, my daughter just went to Vegas she took herself on her first vacation all by herself to Vegas. Her other sister was going to be there with her fiance and his family for her birthday. She didn't stay with them. She went and did her own thing. She just caught up with them here and there. And I was like, I was so scared for her.
Oh, God
I
love
was
you.
so scared. I said, look, I was praying. I said, babe, did you pray? She said, yeah, Mom, I prayed. I'm good. And we were on, video chat, off and on throughout the whole weekend she was gone. And when she got home, I finally took a deep breath and, exhaled really. And then I thought, well, I know where she gets that bravery from. She's just a chip off the old block.
Uh-huh.
I know I can do that. Did y'all used to do just random road trips? You just get in the car and drive.
Yep.
Now, we've done that. I mean, I didn't go from state to state, but we would just, Jackie's dad and I, my oldest daughter, we would get in the car every weekend when I was a teenager, and we would drive as far as we could go before we needed to turn and come back because I would have school on a Monday. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We would go.
Janet said, oh, God love you, Janet. Always welcome in my home, Donna. Be careful what you wish for. You never know, I might come knocking.
Ding dong.
For next week, no Wi-Fi for a week. I'll miss you all. Oh, sweetheart, we'll miss you too. But if I was getting a camper, I'd be on the road, babe. He's talking about doing that, getting a camper and just going cross country. And I would love it. I would totally, totally love it. But I would miss the little ones. So we don't do it. Grandma's got too much love for these babies.
My dad's been trying to get me to go to Idaho for 19 years.
Oh,
And I've got 3 grandbabies here and I'm not doing it.
yeah.
Not doing it.
I miss too much time with my kids growing up. I don't want to miss my grandkids because
Right, I agree.
I work and putting myself through college with night classes. I missed my kids literally growing up. So for them to let me help raise my grandkids and see them every day, to me,
Right.
that's priceless. I don't want to walk away from that.
Yeah, I agree. I can't. I just,
It might take something to work on. I guarantee you, I would have my sewing machine and I'd be sitting in a stitching and he'd just be a driving and we'd be a chatting.
I'm trying to figure out my colors here. Let's see.
Yeah, he likes the good and quiet when he drives. And I'd be like bored to death. I sit there going, look at that bird. I'm like, bird.
What, Courtney? What'd you say?
I know that feeling with Donna. My
Yeah.
husband's the same way. He wants to be quiet.
As soon as he gets in the car, the radio's off. He goes, my God, you had that thing up. And I said, well, it's my car and I'm driving, I shut it off when I'm turning down the back road to come to the house because I don't want him to yell. It's been too loud and you can hear it in the kitchen. Some of my grandkids live in England, hate not being around them. I get it. I totally get it.
I got my radio on as loud as it will go in my car the minute I get in until the second I climb out because I like to sing. I love it.
I do
love
the same
music.
thing. And he just rolls. Sometimes I'll just I love to pick on the guy, and I don't know who. It's just crazy. I pick on him awful, and he's my best friend.
Yeah.
And he'll get out the car to go in the pharmacy or whatnot, and he'll come back, and I'll be sitting in the car just to singing and being a nut. And he's like, the radio, it's got to go.
I love it though. I mean,
I'm like, so you want me to sing without music? He goes, no, I just don't want you to sing. And I was like, shut up.
and he's like, okay, babe, turn the radio on. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that would be funny.
No,
Man, I got totally blessed.
that's the one place I don't care who can hear or what they hear because it's my car. If you want to listen, then that's on you.
I'm sorry for your luck.
Yep. Toodles. I'm
We
on
have no
roll.
children, we're retired now. Now is the time to go explore. Absolutely. Live your best life. You only get one go around the sun, you know?
Yep.
And I tell you what, if I could load up my grandkids, my kids can just come visit them while we're traveling all over. My daughter doesn't like that idea.
My grandparents tried that with me, and my parents were gonna let me go with them everywhere in the world with the camper.
I think that would be so cool.
But we never got to because my grandpa hit a telephone pole.
Well, I can
with the
understand.
camper.
Sorry that happened.
Do what, baby?
I said, I'm sorry that happened.
It's all right. I had a few more years after that. Luckily, we prayed and prayed, and he came out, and my mom was picking on him, and then when we know he's himself, it was the bird. The bird came out, and everybody's laughing.
Welcome.
We got a few more years, and about 2011 is when I lost him, right before I knew I was pregnant with my kid. It was like he knew he had to go in order for her to come.
Yep. Katie Crafts is in the house. Welcome, sweetheart. Sue Allen, that's for sure. You never know when it's your time to go home. Absolutely. Absolutely. We
But
almost lost Joe a year ago, and I tell you what, we value every day God's given us extra. And we love to pick on the poor guy.
Always pick on.
Love you, Joe.
that's right. Yeehaw!
He's
Cut that
checking out
joke.
over here. I told him he had his heart attack. It was a week ago. It was a year ago, a couple days ago per se. And he had to have his open heart and bypasses and all that whatnot. So he was in hospital last Thanksgiving. So this year it's kind of like a big celebration. The
Yes,
family all
amen.
gets to come home and
Mhm.
have nice dinner in. But
I'm
we
telling
pick on him all the time. He's like, you all ain't funny. Joe's a good dude. Absolutely.
But you know what? It's
He thinks it is funny.
it's scary. And
It
you
is.
couldn't be more grateful he's okay. But the scary, it kind of it grabs you in a place you don't let you remember that every day.
I can remember
makes you
every
cherish.
detail of that day.
How like it's just been 3 weeks, two and a half, 3 weeks. God help me with my memory right this minute. But it's 3 weeks. So my dad, he's up there by Twin Falls in Idaho. And my car, I just can't take it that far. And how is it that I get a phone call or I get okay, we're not going to go there. I get the information. My dad just had open heart surgery.
Mm.
I'm like, what do you mean? Oh yeah, he was driving home yesterday from somewhere and he knew something was wrong and he went because he's had a couple of procedures already. And sure enough, went to the emergency room and within 2 hours, he was having like multiple bypass surgery. And I call him the next morning when I find out and he sounds okay. Next afternoon, he's up out of bed. I'm leaving. Better sign, get me the papers because I'm leaving.
Oh my word.
He drove when he finally quit doing electronic stuff, like building underwater cameras for Jacques Cousteau and all that cool stuff. He was a truck driver. He drove 48 states. He loved it. It was his passion. And he was out Missouri, Kansas, back down in that, in that corner. And he's in Idaho, he lives in Idaho. Well, he was supposed to be in Chicago and then head back home. Well, they messed him around, and then they weren't getting him there. And all of a sudden his truck broke down. Well, a guy came and swapped out the load. He had to get his truck home. And he wasn't home 5 minutes, and he went to the hospital because he didn't feel good. And that was the first time the doctor said, we don't know how you're alive. That's how good God is. He got him. He made his truck break down so he could get him home. Otherwise, he'd have been stuck in Chicago traffic somewhere and it would have been over. But yeah, within 4 hours, 5 hours of waking up from that surgery, just like this one, he told the doctor, I'm going to work. Let's go. I feel amazing. I'm leaving. Doctor said, no, you can't go to work for at least 2 weeks. My dad said, I'm going to work. Do you know he went to work a day and a half later?
I can believe it.
Same thing 2 weeks ago. He's like, now he's not working now, but he said, look, I'm leaving the hospital. So sign the papers. And sure enough, he's at home feeling great. So that's scary. I can only imagine. I mean, with my dad and with your husband,
I've worked in the medical field my entire adult life, and to know how close it was, because he had what they called the widowmaker.
Mm-hmm.
We could have totally lost him. If Donnie and Courtney's lions were put together, it would nearly be done.
Right.
I'm almost there. I have
She-
pieces already completed. I just put it on the back burner for Donna. I'm almost there. I have half a piece laying on the long arm.
That's amazing. How old is he? Joe, do you want to drop your age tonight?
What?
How old are you tonight?
21.
Goodness.
You say 21?
He prays to be 21.
21.
He's 76.
Oh, yeah, he's younger than my dad.
Absolutely. Shelly, my girl, welcome, darling.
Hello, I had a hard time getting on here.
It's always that way with me. Save that link in your cell. That's what we're going to use for this one through the whole project. That's what you set up.
No, it changed.
Oh, never mind. He said, never
He's
mind. It changes
Changing
now.
it.
It's okay. He's just liking to mess with my mind. It's a short journey.
And that's why I had to go through my emails to find it for you.
Oh, it's
I'm
okay.
in all my emails today.
It's okay.
I'm gonna press my stuff over here. I was looking at your lion last night, and I can't help but look at them both. And it reminds me of a really cool kite.
Uh-huh. We're both kind of like at that plateau. I
Right.
just haven't got I've just got to figure out how I'm going to lay out all these pieces that I've got here that I've been working on today. It's going to be interesting is all I got.
I'm gonna grab my iron.
All right. Grab your iron.
You okay, Shelly?
Yeah, just
You
trying
look
to
like
decide what to
going
work
from
on.
Raspberry over there.
Did you work today, baby?
No, I didn't work today, but I worked overnight last night.
I don't like that.
Yeah, me neither.
It makes you tired.
Yeah,
Somebody's
I,
gotta stand
Kelly, I
up
did
for
the
you.
elephant.
once I joined last night, I was out.
Aw. What do you
I
say?
couldn't stay awake.
Did we bore you?
No, not at all, hon. I think I was ready to go to sleep before you came online.
Probably. And that's okay. You're just getting straightened back out.
Right.
Hello there, everyone. Letitia. Welcome. Yes, Kelly plus the wolf. I missed that one. Courtney, didn't you do the elephant? Yeah.
I'm doing it again.
Yep. Next, in
I don't even know what
January.
I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah, in January, we're gonna do the elephant, and then after that, I would love to do that leopard. Oh,
I would have to get that one.
take your time because it's gonna be a hot minute.
I know, but I
I
also
love that
got
leopard one too.
Mhm.
Oh,
That
She said-
one,
Kelly
I'm
says,
really
right, Courtney,
waiting.
I love the wolf the
to
best.
wipe.
Kelly says, right, Courtney, I like the wolf best.
I
Oh,
don't think
elephant.
she saw the others.
She did. My elephant is right now working on to be finished. But I have
Wait,
something else
so-
on the long arm.
You still got to finish your elephant yet?
Yes, the borders.
Okay. See, I didn't know if we're supposed to do borders and all that on them or not.
No, it's an optional choice.
Okay.
I did a border on the elephant because I wanted to frame it so I could be able to put my niece's name in it. But now I decided not to do that. And I want it for her to grow into it.
Right.
I imagine it would be like any other quilt, right? You just make it as big as you want by with borders, or
Yeah, I think you like what you're saying, Court, is like you framed it out per se.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
that's cool.
Hold on. Kelly, I'm gonna check that. That would be so cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
I can't see the
Do you
chat.
want it? Anything FPP, I will do.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse. Because we love you.
Yeah, baby.
I love you guys. These are all good to me.
Oh, can I tell you? You know the pattern, the simplicity pattern for the little girl dresses?
Yes.
Donna? They're on sale this week at Joann's for $1.99.
Oh, you can't beat that.
Well, they were $14 or 12.
Yeah, I paid $12.99 for mine.
Yeah. And the McCall's is 11 something over there. And so I'll just watch and get that one next. But yeah, I was really excited when I got that.
Hey, Kelly, I will probably be getting the peacock one too, because I think my mom will love it.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
Laura Land, Mom and Pop Quilt Shop
Yeah,
did
she
it.
did that.
Has anybody seen the elephant pattern? I think it's called Splash. It's got an elephant with like it's the nose is coming up, the trunk is coming up, and then it's got like water spraying.
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I have that. I want to do that so bad. I kind of think about elephants. I don't know what it is, but
Oh,
That's not FPP, is it?
no, that one's not. In fact,
Okay.
I think it's
Applique.
applique. Yeah, I think it's applique.
Yeah, it's really
Probably
cute.
part of it. But I went and had it enlarged last year before my hip surgery, and yeah, I just haven't got there yet. But it's just adorable. And then you go back to Oak Island. Of course, what's the island look like? It looks like a little elephant. I mean, what's not to love about it, right?
absolute.
Kelly says, I saw it on Mom and Pop, and that's why I bought it. About the peacock. Because
Yeah.
I'm planning on getting both EPP and FPP of all of Violet Crafts, because I really want to keep challenging myself with animals.
Absolute.
Well, you
Because
do a
that's
good
how
job.
So I would be given a box of puzzles, even 2,000 pieces, and I can have it done in a day.
Right.
I could sit there and my mom will say it's dinner. I'll go grab a roll and sit right back at it. And I'll have it done.
I am not seeing,
The polar bear.
no.
Oh,
I've just pulled up straight from her website. And then now I'm into Amazon to see if I can find it on Amazon.
Julie, we will be praying for you.
Hold on, what did I miss? Thank you. And I have so many people have cancer now. It's unreal. What did I miss?
She says, we never know what's coming in life. I'm getting ready to start radiation, and my husband has already been battling cancer for 12 years. We never thought we'd be where we are so soon in life.
Julie, I am so sorry, sweetheart.
Amen.
You are definitely in our thoughts and prayers, my friend.
Amen. We will be doing that.
Absolute.
You know, I've been thinking because, there's so many people that we pray for regularly. We need to start like a master list.
I would love to do like a prayer corner on our channel. I really
Yep.
would.
that I've thought about, because well, the reasons we were talking before online, before we went live, is why I haven't really started my channel yet, but I really want to, but it's being out there, anyway, but
It
that's
takes
one
the
of things.
courage and a brave man to let
Yeah.
yourself out there. That's the problem I had before. So I was already uploaded 2 videos, and then I got really shy and backed off on YouTube a year ago. And with TikTok, kind of gave me that push to come back to YouTube, because it was just like the same community as you come to YouTube.
Yeah, that's encouraging. I think this might help, but
Shelley.
Yes.
she's sitting there listening.
You are so deep in your thoughts, my friend.
Not just listening.
You don't have to sew. You can just read chat tonight if you want.
Kelly
You
says,
You do whatever you want, girl. You're
Kelly
living your best life with me.
Kelly
I
said,
did get my horse quilted.
Did you? Let me see. You know I'm gonna ask.
I'm gonna ask too, because I'm very super proud of her.
You have a good spiritual relationship, Brain Courtney. My son is like you. Absolutely. Courtney, that's amazing. I like jigsaw puzzles, but I'm slow. Yeah, I don't like puzzles by any means.
I just
But,
sit there and I look at multiple puzzles, and I look at the pieces to see how it goes before I put them together.
The horse.
Oh my goodness, that is
Is
so
that
beautiful.
not stunning? She has mad talent. I'm telling you.
Oh, I can't see it.
Can you see it now?
No, hold on a minute. Let me look on my phone and see if I could see it. Oh, it's on a delay though. I'll look for it on here, honey. Oh,
Gorgeous, is it not?
that's beautiful. Is that FPP or applique?
It's applique.
That's gorgeous.
It's just a wall hang. Thank goodness it's not any bigger.
It's beautiful.
I tell you what,
You can still make
love
it
it.
bigger with borders if you wanted to.
hi Mona, sweetheart. That horse is awesome.
Hey Mona.
Wow.
It took
just
three
love it.
3 days to sew around all the hairs on the mane.
Oh, now I can see it. Thank you. That is beautiful.
She does amazing work.
See, I'm supposed to order some today. Well, I've got freezer paper, but the stuff you put on the back of your applique pieces, whatchamacallit. It's it's
Usable?
50% off right now at Joann's, and if you order it today online,
What
or
is
curbside
it?
pickup,
I didn't hear you.
the bond, the
Heat and bond.
Heat and
heat and
bond.
bond. Thank you. The heat and bond light. They have it on the bolts in their interfacing section,
Oh,
and 50% off. And then today, if you go on and order it today for curb pickup, and then within the next few days, if you pay for it today, it's another 25% off. So it's
really?
like $1.50 a yard, $1.60, $1.50 a yard, $1.40 a yard.
That's not bad at all.
So I was going to get some last night when I was in there, and I'm like, oh no, I'll order it tomorrow. So I just still need to do that this evening. But yeah, look, because that's what I've got.
Is that what you got, Court?
Yes, I purchased it on Amazon for a whole lot cheaper.
Really?
Yeah, she kept that deal to herself and didn't tell us till it was expired.
It depends on when it's Amazon chooses. So
Yep, they have a whole full.
I
box
bought
of
this
it.
like 3 years ago. So
Oh, I thought that's the one you just picked up.
no, I haven't put. That's the stabilizer from quilting that I did.
Right. I thought that's what you had in your hand, baby.
No, this is heat and bond that Kathleen was talking about. Because I used to do applique on t-shirts. I would put like let's just say for my niece who loves Elsa, I would put the Elsa on there. I'd buy the vinyl to put in there and it embroidered her on it.
Oh, got ya.
And then or if it's fabric, I put the heat and bond on it. And then when it's done embroidering with the satin stitches, I heat press it.
Got ya.
I want to go back to
Um,
that embroidery subject really in a second. Oh, go ahead, Donna. I wanted to ask
Okay,
Shelley.
Sue Allen says, awesome horse, Shelley. Katie D says, hi, Mona. Go ahead.
I was just gonna, Shelley, I saw, I don't know, what was I just gonna, I'll see it. Give me a
Embroidery.
Well, the embroidery I was going to talk to you about, Courtney. Last night when I was in the store, they had a piece sitting there that they had done on a machine sitting there. And it was a black and white portrait of this woman. It was gorgeous. And I walked over thinking it was a piece of fabric laying there. It was all done and embroidered out. It was, I picked it up and everybody standing at the counter. I went, oh, this would be really badass on a bag.
Ah.
Because it was so cool. I was just mind blown. I'm like, oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool. But I was gonna ask Shelley, do you use the Heat and Bond light or the regular or the other one?
Light.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's what I was
What
gonna.
is the difference between the red one and the purple? Just needle stitches issues with the heavier heat and bond compared to if you were to do it with the light, you will be able to go smooth.
Right.
Right.
And the Heat and Bond, the knot light, the heavy, I guess it is. You don't have to stitch that down if you don't want to.
Right.
Yeah, if you're not gonna wash it.
Yeah, but I think it would be easier to use the light myself, even if you weren't. I don't know, just when it
The
comes.
light would be better for you, Kathleen, because then you're not having to fight with the heavy. And then you
Yeah.
want to go, if you were to go sit down and stitch on it, you have the opportunity.
Well, I was thinking
Right.
about the intricate little pieces.
They will fit you just have to take a piece. What I do with some things like I know that are going to be intricate on my embroidery with my t-shirts with kids.
Mhm.
I take that piece of fabric after I do my stay stitches, I trim it. I will know how much I need that fabric, and then I'll go over, lay the piece of fabric on there, release pin it a little, and cut around it. To know that's how much I'm not wait, so that I don't waste too much.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing. I've seen people cut and just yeah, no,
I hate wasting.
yeah, me too.
That's why I started this.
I love that.
And it's with stabilizing on the back.
I've got a giant basket of like it's a laundry basket, but it looks like a kitchen waste basket. It's tall
Yeah.
with a bag in it, and it is pretty full, and it's nothing but the stuff you would never use, the fabric scraps and cuttings, just so I can use it for dog beds to donate to shelters when I have enough. Kind of why throw it away if you can, if you know they can use it.
Absolute.
I think I burnt my fabric. Hey, speaking of that, is anybody aware that batiks burn?
Yes, you've got to iron them on a lower setting.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I've seen, I do a lot with batiks, and I did one of these online classes, and yeah, you've got to iron those with a lower setting because the dye, it's going to come out and get all over your iron. It's going to fade on stuff.
So I did this little here, I'll show you. I signed up for the Allison Glass Juicy Juice mini series, and well, I sewed through my finger and kind of had to pause, but I did this little guy right here.
That is stunning.
Well, it's amazing, but one of my batiks, only one, it burned it and changed the color of it.
It will.
I wanted to cry.
Your iron was too hot. I used
Well.
little bits and stuffed the pillow for my daughter's bunnies. They promptly chewed it up.
Aw. Well, at least it wasn't expensive stuff in there, right? My feed on my phone is way behind what I'm seeing on the computer,
Really?
on the Zoom.
Are
Yeah.
you in live chat or top chat?
I'm in live chat on my phone and then the Zoom on the computer.
Okay. Kelly, Cruises and Crafts. Oh, Kathleen, those little bitty pieces. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I was supposed to have them all done by this week. I haven't touched another one.
And I'm sure there was a lot. Yeah, if you do it, you can even use a pressing cloth instead.
Yeah. Well, you know what I use for pressing cloth is my old, well, not necessarily old, but if they've got stained up, you know, because I like all my towels are white in the kitchen.
Right.
The sackcloth kitchen towels.
Yep.
So I have those in a little basket underneath here hooked to my table. And I use those, but I was sitting at a little station so I could, you know.
Okay. I love
Hi, baby.
you.
Hi, honey.
No, this the next meeting.
So I, because I had a little tiny station, I had a little station sitting here so I could, because they're little pieces, you're flipping, cutting, sewing, trimming. I wasn't getting up. I didn't even think about it. And it was doing fine. It didn't burn until I got all done and I pressed it really good. That's when it finally
That
had
final.
I could have cried, honestly.
Oh, I get it.
But I'll do the rest. I'm just gonna have everything kind of ready to go. And then I'll do them randomly here and there because they are so tedious. And I'll do that in between other projects because I didn't meet the deadline for, you know, they gave everybody, I guess there's supposed to be I don't know if you have to get them done in time, but there's a participation badge or something.
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't know, but you know, that the point was, hey, look, that was my, this is my first FPP and my second FPP. I don't know if you can see on the wall right behind me, these little houses.
I think they're so pretty.
There's like 10 pieces and they're big. And I went from that to that little one.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know, it just kind of, and I enjoyed it, but I put so much stress on myself. I'm like, I'll do those leisurely and in between other projects. So, because I do like FPP a lot.
I love FPP. At first I thought, okay, I've done cracked my noodle, you know. I really did. I was like, what am I doing? And Beth of Goody Goods had me do Clifford the dog. Courtney had me try, which one was it, Court? And I fell in love with them. I was just like, I really like the sharp edges. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
And I love the way it looks really crisp.
This
Yep.
one.
Yep. And I've still got that. It's over on the shelf. And I did that into a trivet. And it's crazy. It is really crazy.
I need to do Clifford.
I'm telling you what, Clifford is stinking adorable.
The only reason I didn't do it when she started that was because I didn't have any fabric that I wanted to, because I just had something really cool in mind and I didn't have anything that would
Hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I couldn't even remember what Clifford looked like because it's not one of the cartoons my grands ever watched.
Yeah.
So I had Joe look so I could match the colors up. So I pulled from my stash and I was like, I kept calling Courtney and a couple other content creators and I was like, look, this poor doggy looks like he's special needs. It looks like a train hit him. Well, by God, they were right. Once I put it all together, it came together beautiful. And I was like, it was just mind blowing to me, you know?
I remember when you finished it, you were so shocked.
I was. Now, like all this here looks like a big muck right now. But I know in the end, it's going to come together beautiful. But my first pieces, I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? I'm wasting my life away on this. But everyone I've done so far, I really, really thoroughly enjoy doing them. And I like that it's challenging my, it's challenging me to be a better quilter per se.
Yeah. Piecing, even though, I mean, FPP is still piecing it, you know, you're honing those fine skills.
Yeah,
Really good for our brain at our age, right?
absolutely.
So, I have this thing about like the sewing is kind of the easy part, right? For me, it's the color theory and putting the right pattern with the right the thought of putting the wrong, even if it's small, color in the wrong spot and getting all done and looking at it and going, oh, I shouldn't have done that. It just, it weighs heavy on me. I'm really OCD about that part.
Yeah, my OCD killed me the other night. I was like a quarter of an inch. I ripped every piece out and measured, remarked, put it back. And Courtney was like, no, it'll be all right. And I was like, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's
I feel you.
going to work.
I feel you.
And,
I kind of wonder sometimes how many people that do crafting and sewing and anything creative, right? Are they as OCD as I am?
I
Is
really
God more
believe everybody has some to them. I really do.
I'm telling you,
I
it-
love that this is so stinking relaxing because when I am super, super stressed, the littlest thing like from a doctor appointment or waiting on labs, whatever, I get stressed. And Joe knows it. So over the last couple years, he's like, just go sew, go to your room, go to your room.
I need one of those Joes.
I'm telling you what, he knows what I need when I need it. I am thankful and blessed for the guy.
You know, yeah, I think everybody needs a good support system. And honestly, I found that
I don't want to lose this. I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
Kelly
go ahead.
Christmas and Crafts says silver linings. Courtney, will you write that down? I don't have a pen handy, baby. Silver linings originals has FPP animal patterns. Where I bought, yeah, just write down the silver linings originals.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of it.
Okay, that way
got it.
everybody's got it.
I've got it. I've got it.
Yeah, and I put some more animals into my cart for the Walmart. The COVID brain, I'm telling you.
Hey,
I'm bouncing back slowly, but good Lord, I get my words all messed up. And I'll check those out too. I will look for the polar bear, but Becca's also looking for the
Whale or a dolphin?
yeah, so we'll check them out and see if we can locate it. If you'd find it, if you see it before I do, Courtney, don't tell Becca. I'll just send it to her.
Okay.
I'll bless her because she's really wanting that for in her home.
that would be cool.
Mhm.
I'm all about aquatic animals. I wanted to be a marine biologist so bad. That was just, yeah. Forget a flight attendant. I could work with sea creatures. Come on now.
Absolutely. Who needs anything but?
Right. And I didn't get to do that either, but you know, God knew what was coming.
Absolutely.
Other
You knew what
things.
you needed before you knew what you needed.
Yep. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, this fella's gonna go this way. Gotta lay this out. So I'm gonna be sidetracked from everybody. I wonder where the heck I saw the polar bear. If anybody finds the polar bear by Violet Craft, put it in the chat. Because we're really gonna hunt it down.
Okay, I'll write that one down. Violet Craft. Is Violet Craft one word?
It's 2 words.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, on that silver linings one, they have like a little kitten, puppies, a black panther.
See if you can
Oh.
find me a bear.
Rabbit Trail.
Or a dolphin or a what? Whale.
We're putting you to work tonight, girlfriend.
Funny, we were talking about ironing earlier, and you'd think that my stuff would have been pressed already. I was supposed to be cutting it out. I put up a little line out in my backyard on my side yard just so I could, because I kind of like to really saturate it and get it
Yep.
really, you know. And I've got my landlord said one day he was back here doing the roof last week. He said, "You have a line?" I'm like, "Of course, I have to hang my fabric somewhere to dry." He looked at me, no idea.
But it's true.
Yeah.
All kinds of horses, parrots. They have a blue heron that's really nice. all kinds of birds.
I really
Thoughts,
want,
that would be nice too.
my granddaughter's nickname is Hummingbird. And I have hummingbirds here. They like to flutter around my face and they come to the window if I don't come outside every day. And anyway, they're just my little buddies. And my granddaughter was living with me for a year and she loved them as much as I did. And she's really tiny. So naturally, her nickname is Hummingbird, I guess. And anyway, I want to do something. I got that, what is it called?
Don't rely on me for mind.
Well, there's a line that they had. It's batiks with hummingbirds on it. I got the jelly roll thinking, oh, you know, there's no hummingbirds on there. They're all chopped up.
Right.
And when I went to get
There's Legit Kit has mama and baby polar bear.
Who does?
Legit Kits.
Well,
but Legit Kits is,
they're real pricey, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah,
But
but you
the-
can purchase the pattern.
Yeah, but you can purchase the pattern, but you still got to buy the fabric.
yeah, you might as well.
And buy
get
the
the whole
fabric
thing.
and choose your own colors.
I'm
Yeah, but
not
by
good
the
at
time
that.
you get done with all that, you might as well pay them for it. As
Make
many
them use the
pieces as it's
brain.
gonna take.
It's really awesome the way they organize it though.
I know, right?
Okay.
That's the only thing about FPP. I like to have my stuff like cut out today,
Yep.
prep my fabric, the next day cut out my pattern pieces, and then the next day I can just sit and enjoy sewing, you know? And it's kind of, you can't pre-cut your pieces with FPP.
Right.
So I still have to get my head wrapped around that, I guess is what I'm saying.
Kelly,
Right.
it wasn't my finding, it was Katie Crafts. I learned some things. You might use Zoom today.
Courtney, what was Katie Crafts?
55, 50.
It's the person.
Oh,
chat.
that's she's in chat. I knew that. I thought you found a pattern on okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Kelly was saying thank you to me, but it wasn't me that said that.
I got you. My bad. Sorry, Katie. I knew you were in there.
They have all kinds of animals, black bears, frogs, deer, foxes, raccoons.
I interrupted you, Courtney, though. What were you starting to say, babe?
I learned a lot in my UFO Zoom, and I don't know if Shirley's still here around
Yeah.
too. But she has amazing tips with FPP that I would have never thought of. She would
Do-
take one copy of the pattern, she'll make that original copy for sew on. So here's the tip. Make another copy. Instead, you're going to cut right on the line, and you're going to make sure you have your 1/4 inch around, so you
Right,
can cut your pieces out
right.
and have them ready. I would have never thought of that. She did. And I thank Shirley for that.
Thank you, Shirley, because that I will do that.
Yeah, but
She
you
was
still
the one
got to
telling me
angle
about
it
it today.
just right.
I don't know why I didn't. I mean, that's just what that
You know what I'm
does,
saying?
right? I'm sorry, what?
You would still have to angle it right when you're laying it in. If you don't,
She
the right
takes
angle.
hers. She even cut these pieces apart. So she'll have a secondary copy.
right,
And she will go around 1/4 inch just right, because when on the back.
right.
So that you can match it to her original.
You could always go way bigger than the size.
That's what I do. But
Just-
she's found a way to not waste a lot of scraps.
Right.
Right.
I think
But I
once you've
want to
done
try
it
and do
enough,
it, but I want to do it on when I do a different FPP pattern.
but I think if you've done it
You
enough,
know,
Oh, they
you
got
would
dolphins.
be able to recognize how much extra you needed. So even if you're
Just like- Shelley,
Mona says they have polar bear patterns on Etsy. Can you do me a favor, Mona? Send that to me in my PMs so that I can locate it. I greatly appreciate it.
Shelley was trying to say something.
Yeah, they have they have dolphins and whales, all kinds of fish,
Do they have a sea turtle?
sea turtle, yes. several different ones.
All right, I have a habit. I guess I didn't when I see turtles.
Yeah, silver linings has a lot. We could be doing this for years.
Have they?
Yes, gorgeous animals and flowers, birds, everything you can
I
think
gotta
of.
find a
Just about.
jellyfish though.
Kelly says, Shelley has gone down the silver linings rabbit hole.
Yes.
So Journey, Tracy, hello, sweetheart, and welcome.
Bears, mountains, lions, all kinds of stuff. You can just scroll and scroll and scroll. They even have a koala bear.
Nah,
Yeah.
we got to do the elephant. Courtney,
I know.
look at Courtney. She's foaming at the mouth.
I don't know if you can see it.
You got to screenshot it and shoot it to me.
Okay.
Sea turtles are my thing too, Cor. I've got a giant 100-gallon, almost 100-gallon tank in my living room with the giant turtle in it.
I already have a sea turtle one to do. But it's not FPP. It's the same thing as a horse.
I'm gonna do a wall art, you know, quilt art
Uh-huh.
of a sea turtle to hang on this wall right here behind me.
That would look.
Yeah, that's what I have. Yep.
That's my plan. I've just been trying to gather little pieces of different fabrics. When I find it on clearance somewhere or, you know, whatever, just a little piece here and there. So I can gather a bunch of colors so I can
work
yeah.
it.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait. You're talking about puzzles earlier, Courtney. The only puzzle I've done besides little kid puzzles with the grandkids, was a beautiful sea turtle, because my front bathroom, that's what it is. Sea turtles. It's beautiful. And I bought a frame and I bought the puzzle to put in there. I finally got my puzzle all done. The one piece that was missing, smack dab in the middle. Got a hold of the company. Guess what? Every single person that bought online, you could look at the reviews and all the comments, etc. Every single person that bought that pattern or that puzzle were missing pieces, and the company wouldn't even acknowledge anybody's requests for new pieces.
Oh, my word.
After 9 months, I finally flipped it in the garbage because I couldn't find a piece and replaced the puzzle. I didn't know if I'd still be missing that piece. And then a new puzzle was going to be $26. I'm like, I'm not taking a chance. I said, forget it. So I tossed it.
Let me see. Janet Johnson says, not a koala bear, it's a koala. Sorry. I have seen photos of Kathleen's turtle in the tank. Kelly says, I'll take a photo of the Berlinese mountain dog head and post it in Donna's Facebook page. Thank you, sweetheart. One of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life was the sea turtle nest bull hatch and go out to sea. Now that to me would be mind blowing.
My husband's a huge
Champ
sea
is
turtle
saying,
fan.
hey, Amy. She's telling Amy hi, but not us.
Ah,
Hi from the UK. How's that? Carla, hi. I can't even say it.
lid.
I want to say their name right.
I know. It's just
I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm trying to get it. Sorry, y'all. I can't see the chat and work at the same time. It's okay. Gotta go. Tea time. Happy quilting all. Absolutely. You go enjoy your tea, my friend.
Amy, that's a gift to be able to see that with a turtle. Oh, that's a gift.
Absolute. I'd be loving it.
Me too.
my husband he turned our bathroom from purple bathroom to a sea turtle bathroom.
Really?
Get birds.
Yeah, in a day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And when they do get in the ocean, why they stand a chance to lose a bunch of them there.
That's so sad.
Mhm.
Must be late for you ladies. 12:30 p.m. here. So you're at noon time there, and we're at 11:30 p.m. here.
I'm 10:30 here.
They must be up.
Well, it's only 9:30 here. Y'all can come over to my house. We can start over.
We're just gonna start this party all over.
There you go. Come
Be
on
careful
down,
what
y'all.
you wish for. You never know what'll show up at your door.
Hey, Donna, these patterns are smaller, like the block size turns out 16 by 5.
Yeah.
We could probably just blow them up though.
Absolute. How cool would that be? We got this. I want to do the elephant next because I promised Teresa Louise. Do not worry about my name. Okay, thank you for understanding. I'm just gonna say K. Let's just say K.
If
Caleb?
that person's okay with that.
That's what I'm asking.
Is it Caleb?
It looks like Caleb, but I'm not sure, so I don't want to butcher it. And they told me not to worry about their name.
They just said, do not worry. So
I'm just asking them just to see.
Pronounced Colin,
Khalid,
I think, Colin, yeah.
Colin?
I like what you are doing. Well, thank you, my love. Shelley, you looking forward to getting away, my girl?
Yes, definitely.
Kathleen, the person said yes.
Oh, cool.
Khalid. Okay, yes.
Well, hi, Caleb.
Ah, you jerk. My husband's a jerk. He says it took a man to figure it out. And I said, won't say nothing, but somebody got it before you.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kathleen said, John says, Kathleen, it's only 8:30 here in California. You're 2 hours behind me.
Oh,
I wouldn't want to go through this day again.
I forgot to turn my clock back in my
Oops.
bedroom. My God.
Oops,
Even
I
better.
hope that happens.
Hey, let's just say the gnomes made it faster.
But even better, y'all, we've got more time to party. Come on down. We'll rack them and stack them, like my mama used to say.
Absolute.
Well, I've got a can of Faultless in my hand and I'm kind of going crazy.
You got a can of what?
Faultless.
Oh,
Starch. I was
Gross.
going really light on the large pieces just to get done, and I've got some small pieces and now I'm having fun.
oh God, yeah.
Soak them out. I can't see the chat.
In the rabbit hole at the
What?
website.
I did hit the like button. Thank you. I don't want to go through this day again either. Drastic temp drops equals migraine. I get it.
Oh,
I had Joe put my pain patches on my spine before we come up here tonight. I was like, look, it's been a long day. I can't take it anymore.
I was asking Shelley if she did go in the deep rabbit hole on her phone.
Yeah, I had to put it down.
Otherwise, she's going to have a lot of deliveries and being going, oh, what did I do?
what's that? I didn't order anything.
Didn't even get around to FPP.
Yeah, we went through since the COVID. I kid you not, I must have been really out of it. And anytime I get sick, Joe knows when the Amazon's showing up. I'm medicated, so I'm ordering. So every day this week, since I've been feeling better, it's even last week, I'd say, we got a lot of stuff. And my granddaughter puts stuff in my cart all the time because I tell her, put her wants and needs in there. And as I see stuff, I'll pick through and see, you know. Well, I didn't see all the stuff she had in the cart, and I ordered Hexies. cost me $82 for 2 packs of Hexies. I was like, what? And I had to go into the cart and look here. She ordered a what are they? She ordered stickers, it's he goes, I know one thing, the mailman's not happy with you. But she got a kid's journal because she's getting into journaling. Washi tape, stickers for her journal. It's just the list was on, and I was like, I didn't realize I had ordered all this, honey.
That big box shows up and you're like, that's a pretty big box for 2-inch Hexies.
Yeah. I saw it on my card and I was like, what the heck? Cause you know how sometimes you get overcharged.
Yeah.
Before I ever complained, I went into my cart, looked at what I ordered, and I was like, man, I know I was out of it, but come on, I didn't order this. So I waited till the next day when I saw my grand and I said, did we order this? She goes, oh, Ying, I put them in the cart. And I was like, I knew I was out of it, but I didn't think I was that far out.
Well, now she knows.
Yeah. She knew I was one sick grandma.
When Gram's sick, it's time to order.
Pretty much. You can have your way with me, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, we have this store here. It's called Ollie's, and the Grand has officially named it the old man store. It has this picture of this old man on the front of the store. So I used to tease my granddaughter. I'd say, where'd you go? And she goes, the old man store with Pat. And I was like, well, that's not nice. You don't call him an old man. And she goes, no, we go to the old man store. So one day I'm taking her for a sub at Subway. And she goes, Ying, right there, the old man store. Well, here, hell, it's Ollie's. And it's a great big discount store. I thought for over 2 years she was calling him an old man.
Oh my goodness.
I was like,
I have one of those too.
I was just, that was
That's a
it.
good one.
That was just off the hook funny.
That's a good one.
Yeah, probably. I have no idea where this goes, and my brain's not in it tonight. Which side? Oh,
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
absolute. 65. Which side you going on? 65.
Hey, don't forget to give Donna a thumbs up.
I'll do tricks for a thumbs up.
Share, like, and subscribe, y'all. And invite everyone to the party. You know.
I love you
Guys,
guys.
we're in an hour.
Janet says, I love how your grandkids call you Ying. My grandkids call me Marty, which is a
Aw.
family name passed down in the generations.
Aw.
It's amazing, I tell you. Can't think that right.
One mom is grandma and the other one is Nana. And then my daughter's other grandparents is Grams, because we came unique because my mom was like the one that is called grandma had issues with it. So we went with Grams. My husband came up with it, and ever since, that's what my daughter calls her. And then she has grandpa.
My kids called my mom G-Mom.
She calls her great grandma Gigi.
That my grandmother was Gigi for me and my grandkids. But it's funny, everything is hyphenated now. You just can't. No. It's okay, G-Mom.
When I was a kid, I just called my great grandma grandma when I'm by myself.
Me too. We called her Gigi when we were home, or we were talking to her on the phone, or but if we were with her, it was grandma.
No.
And my great grandma would get in trouble because she wasn't supposed to drive. Yeah, she'll take me to like McDonald's, not far from the house. So we get a meal of 2 cheeseburgers, 1 fries, and 1 drink. We'll never
Oh.
like Diet Pop ever again. I will tell you that right now. And I tried to surf it down, and that was it. Nellie says her grandkids call her Yaya. And Mona says her grandkids call me Mom.
Yeah.
I was having sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I think it's yeah. Yeah, that's, I don't know. I've heard so many nicknames for a
My
grandparent.
grandkids call me Nana. And the oldest grandkids just call me Nan because they're too lazy to say Nana.
Same here.
Aw.
My kid does that to my adopted mom. So,
My granddaughter popped in the other day just to say, with her head tilted sideways, Nan. Yeah, babe. You know what time of year it is, right? We're behind. I'm like, it's already in the cupboard. Her favorite thing is my banana pudding. Like she wants it
Aw.
every year. And she's like, I just need to make sure because it's getting time, we're already behind schedule. I needed that a few months ago. She would rather have it every week, but now that she's working, I told her, well, babe, I'll make it for you anytime. Just go get the ingredients and bring it to me.
Absolutely.
I don't mind. I'll make it for you whenever you want. Her best friend, her boyfriend, they're all like, I make a bowl just for them. They get their individual servings. So nobody eats their banana pudding. It's really funny, but
That's too funny.
yeah. It's just banana pudding, y'all. But I make it the way my great aunt used to make it. And she was a Southern girl. And she used that, canned milk.
Oh,
The canned
Donna
milk.
says, my brother's grandkids call him Poopa. I like that. Grant
Aw,
Dixon is my name. LOL. Aw.
Granny Dixon, that's cute.
I do think it is.
I like Granny with the grainy.
Granny.
Instead of Granny, it's Grainy. Hey, Granny. I like that.
Mhm.
It's a little bit of that Southern twang, I guess. I don't know. Or that draw, I guess you'd say. But it's just so cute. Yeah, my great aunt made, she used canned milk in so many recipes. It made it rich and added flavor. And I still tend to do that with some things. And the banana pudding is one of them.
Oh, okay.
So even like if I'm making, I like to make my own tomato soup. I make tomato bisque.
Yeah.
And I take a big crock pot for everybody to enjoy. And of course it goes in there. But even if I make canned soup, tomato soup,
Mhm.
it's got canned milk in it, not cold milk out of the fridge. It's canned milk.
Right. That's the way my mom used to do it.
I don't know if it's because it was a budget thing back then.
It must have been.
It was easier to keep on hand because you could put it in the cupboard. I don't know, but yeah, It was used in everything. At least with all my Okie folk. My Okie kin folk.
I'm as far on that tonight as this old brain can go.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. There's no more I can do on it tonight because I'm to the point to where I believe the section I did has to go to the top.
Yeah.
Which means I've got to bring this section down a good 4 or 5 inches.
we'll take it
So
down.
it'll be down further. Do what, hun?
You probably have to take it off and do the face first.
I'm not doing the face ever. I'm just not doing it. You can't make me.
She
No,
said,
I have the eyes.
I don't wanna.
I want it. You can't make me.
Honestly,
But,
her arms
so-
up. Wanna.
The way that I'm seeing the pattern, it's going to come out to where there's 4 sections by the time everything's joined up, and then I'll marry all those. Is that the way yours is, Courtney?
Yeah.
So this big section is going to get hooked somewhere else above, and then I'll build out the other 2 sections that'll go here, and that'll be where the eyes and all of that is.
Because here's all my eyes.
Yeah, I'm up to number 69.
Sue Ellen
Well,
said it was.
I'm at the halfway point.
Yeah, these are my eyes.
Sue Ellen said it's cheap. It was cheaper if we had dry milk and could mix that with
Mm.
water, and we used that. My grandma did that for me one time. That was the last time.
I remember back in the
That
70s,
stuff is
I was born
nasty.
in 64, and it was back in the 70s. My dad had gotten laid off, and there was a depression starting back then. We didn't know what it was, you know what I'm saying? But that powdered milk, and it looked like, I don't know, mashed potatoes, kind
Like,
of, you know,
yep.
that instant mashed potatoes. Mom would put it in a cup with water and stir it and make us drink it. Oh, for the love of God, nope.
Oh,
I got like 2 swallows in, and I asked if I could go to my grams. She had a cow and I'd help her milk. No, I can't do that. Nope, I'd rather milk
No.
the cow than drink that powder.
that
Just
stuff
the
is
thought
nasty.
of that makes me cringe.
Right?
It's horrible. Chunky
It
stuff
was.
in your mouth.
My mom had friends when I was younger. By the way, we're both 64 babies. My mom had friends when I was younger, and they had like 8 kids, and they bought and froze gallons of milk. And they also bought powder milk. And we had, my sister and I had spent the night over there one night, and she fed us cereal, right? And
With that powdered milk, probably.
it was half powder milk, half regular milk. She combined the two. She made watered powder, and then she mixed the two to make it go further.
Right.
And you know, back then we were forced to eat everything in the bowl.
Yeah. We tried that with our kids when they were little, because we just wanted them to eat, you know,
Yeah.
something besides McDonald's.
Right.
And Joe would be like, okay, you can't get up until you clean your plate. And it wasn't like they had big platefuls helpings, you know. So we had a Rottweiler. And if the dog wouldn't eat it, my kids would roll up in a napkin, and there was a tray that was up under the table, like a lip ledge. We didn't know what was going on. We knew they would sneak the dogs. I'm not a cook by any means. We knew that some of the food was going to the dog because it was bulking up a bit. And we sold the table or did something or was moving. I forget what it was. But all these napkins fell out with all these clumps of food. And the kids had been hiding it.
Right there.
She needs to get down and go to bed, please.
Say goodnight.
Good night, honey. You be the good girl.
Yeah.
You said to be the good girl. You be the good girl.
Hi, Buttercup.
You're gonna tell everybody good night.
Good night, Buttercup. Oh, once mama.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Buttercup.
Here.
My dog looked up. Getting kisses down here. I'm not getting kisses.
She says, you've left me alone all day. I've worked hard today, did a lot of pre-records and things that we needed to get done.
And hang out with me.
I gave you a couple hours, I think.
Yeah, you did. So, it was fun.
Well, you better claim it as being fun, or I'm not,
I got to tell you it was fun.
or I'm not doing my job right.
Tommy's like, what?
You telling me I ain't doing something right? What's up with that? Buttercup is so cute. Thank you, sweetheart. She's my granddaughter's spoiled pooch is all I got. Look at these. Are these not darling? I've got this many made up. I'm making my Christmas postcards.
Oh, they're cute.
And all it is Christmas fabric. And I'm turning them into postcards.
That Noel in between the plaid, or that looks really cute.
Yeah, and all I did was just like if you laid one piece up and then started folding it down and went straight across the card. I was like, I like that. Making sure I got these set up right, or I'll have them all jacked up.
You can actually mail them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
I'd
That's
be
what I
afraid they
like
get messed
about it.
up.
Huh?
I'd be afraid they get messed up.
No, I've got plastic sleeve they'll go down in and hook.
Oh, okay.
I mailed one to the little girl next door.
No. I just dearly love them. I do this every year.
I should
And,
do that too, since I'm not doing Christmas this year.
We're cutting way back.
I'm doing everything handmade.
I just think in the shape the world's in, we're taking a few cuts this year.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
just think it's the wisest thing any of us can do.
I mean,
Already too commercialized anyway.
That's true.
that's where I was going. That's what I was gonna say. It's-
Julie's asking, where did you get the postcard part?
I got them from Amazon and I ordered them several years ago, to believe it or not. And they came in a pack of 200 and I do about 30, 40 homemade cards a year.
So you actually bought postcards?
It's the plain
Get
postcard
blank.
stock.
Oh,
And it was like 10, 12 bucks back then. And I just whacked off some fabric, had some fusible oh, what is that cord? I'm using the wrong word.
Well,
interfacing?
Yeah. And just put it on. And once I got all the fabric onto the interfacing, pressed it down and pressed the other side of it over to the comic.
It's like
And-
Quilt-As-You-Go on the card, based on the interfacing.
I just put the, hold on. I always add a little something special to my cards when I make them. So the people that my cards go to, I always put a little tweak to it. And then after I get this part done, then they'll go to make sure my iron's still on. Then they have to go across the sewing machine so I can stitch around them one time. Agreed, Donna. Absolutely.
I thought at first you meant you bought blank postcards.
I did.
Oh, not just, so it wasn't,
I took
Cardstock?
interface.
it wasn't just regular cardstock?
No, it's regular empty postcards.
Okay. I bought cardstock.
Yeah, it's just a regular empty postcard.
Perfect. Okay.
And then I just put the fabric on them, and my family keeps stuff like this.
Well, you know, it makes it a lot easier if you can get the cardstock or the postcards, because then you don't have to stop and cut and
Yeah,
measure.
they're 4x6, and the postal takes them for whatever the price of a postcard is now. I buy the forever stamps for these.
Mhm.
So no matter what it goes up to, it's going to be the same.
Yeah. I
I have the plastic sleeves that they go in, so I just drop them in a sleeve and they don't get mucked up or ruined. So
oh, see, I used one of the small mailers and stuffed mine in a small mailer
oh, this is
just to
cheaper.
protect it, like the bubble wrap mailer.
Yeah, this is cheaper than that.
I'll have to look into that. Yeah, especially if you're doing a bunch, that's gonna save so much time.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like cutting
I
and the
don't-
measuring alone, right?
Yep. And I'll mail all these for probably under $4.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm
Tell you
cheap.
what I started using though, I started using that pirate ship. where
That's
you
what
can
Courtney uses.
just drop it on your little scale, pay for it, it prints out and boom, in the mailbox. Oh, I was so excited. I didn't have to go anywhere for that.
Yep, I've tried to talk the boss into it, and he's like, nope, we got to get a post office. I want the right weight on it.
But if you use your little home
I
scale,
have-
it's right.
Buy a scale.
I have a scale.
We'll use
I-
the scale.
I don't argue with him.
Okay.
Mr. Grinch, you better use pirate ship or I'm gonna kick your butt.
He's the head of the household, my love. He has.
I'm gonna
he's
teach
the
him.
No arguing with the Cotton Eye Joe.
boss.
You gotta let him win some battles, right?
Yep. He don't win that often.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Is she ready for bed, babe?
Who?
Okay.
No, she's down there dancing around in the living room.
Does she have it all trashed out?
The table's a little overslid over by the other couch, but not too bad.
Am I gonna be hours cleaning up before I can go to bed?
No,
All right.
That's when you haul her downstairs. All right, babe, start picking it up.
Yep. And she'll say, I will when you get down here, Yang.
and she still won't pick it up.
Nope, it'll still be me.
No,
Night, Mona.
Night, ladies, is what she's saying. Good night, Mona.
Good night.
Sweetheart. Until we meet again.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I grew up with my mom did Sweet Adelines and my dad was barbershop quartet. He used to go do nationals and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
I was very affected this year for the first time, and as far back as I can remember, I didn't get a phone call with my dad singing "Happy Birthday"
Oh,
and
Sue
his
Ellen,
low
good night,
bass.
sweetheart, and thank you for joining us, honey. We're not going to be on much longer. I'm just going to work these, and then we've all got to get some rest at some point. I know it's overrated.
I'm geared up and ready to go, but it's early for me.
I've been up for
Sorry.
2 days, so I'm getting petered out.
Well, if you got to go, honey, that's good.
I'm going to finish these here and get the backings.
I mean, come on, you are 3 hours ahead of me, you know.
Yeah, but you're the party beast.
Some days.
Party beast.
Some days. That's funny, Donna. I didn't realize that we were born the same year.
Yeah, I was born in 64, my love.
Me too.
And
What
Joe
month?
was a 47, so
What
we
month?
died almost, what,
18,
18 and a half, almost 19 years between us.
17 on the odd section, and then half a year 17, half a year 18.
You count them babies down, don't you?
I'm just a little older. a little-
You're wiser. You're a smart ass.
I was a 66 baby.
I have to get busy with my quilts tomorrow. Awesome. If I have computer access tomorrow and I get bored, maybe we'll do something.
Now I've got
You were born the same year as my hubby. Amy, are you talking to me or are you talking to Joe?
that
I
would
think he's
be
talking about
that
you
would be you and I,
and
64.
Okay, Kathleen and
Yeah.
we, what year were you born in, darling?
Me?
No, Amy,
Yeah, Amy. What month were you born in, Donna?
August.
My mom was
Virgo.
me too. My
Yeah.
mom was August 27th Virgo, and I'm September 12th Virgo.
We
Yeah,
got
so,
12 days between us.
so you were born the
31st.
31st.
Uh-huh.
See, I'm not quick on math like that. Not yet. Not this late.
Joe
I'd need a better nap for that.
laughs at me because he can ask me anything with numbers and I'm like this.
You know what's funny is I went through brain, liver, and kidney failure just a few short years ago, and I couldn't speak at nothing. And they said it was permanent, that there was no getting it back. And the only thing I could say to my doctor was there, but by the grace of God.
Yep.
She said,
absolutely.
well, and she just kind of turned around and walked away. You know, I didn't care. There, but by the grace of God. Well, when going through school, I was a straight A student, with the exception of I could read words that doctors write, and that in doctors' medical books, right? At a very young age, I could just spit them out, pronounce them, and the whole thing. Love the English language. But when it came to math, it was as if there was a wall, and basic math and addition and subtraction was a struggle for me my whole life. Well, after this brain injury, And the Lord took me through, I went back, I had to relearn crochet, everything, right? And by doing that, my speech came back. And
I
so
can
I
believe
didn't
it.
know until then that the neural pathways in your brain form new pathways when there's a brain injury
Yes.
to get past the damaged part. Well,
Yep, they
all
have
of a
to.
sudden, I'm at the store with my daughter. In fact, we were in Joann's, and I said, you know, I'm doing this project, knowing she went with me to help me to figure out what I needed. And she said, well, what are you going to need, Mom? I said, well, I'm doing this project and I need da 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 da. And at the end of my sentence, basically, I knew exactly what I needed, how much of each color and each cut. And my daughter started crying, and I'm like, why are you crying? She's like, Mom. I'm like, what? Why you? I'm usually one being a sap. Why are you crying? She said, Mom, you just not only knew what you needed to get, she said, but you did all the math verbally right out of your head and you nailed it on the head.
Yep.
I really stopped and I can actually do math now. I couldn't do that before the brain injury, but
Right.
I can't read now. When I go to read, everything on the page turns to soup.
I can believe it. It happens.
I say words like, instead of the cat, I'll say cat, yeah, or cat. I switch the first letters in words, and I can't even think about it to do it right. But when I'm speaking, they just come out flipped like that. It's really bizarre, but you know, it's really exciting that I actually can do math these days. I mean, it's almost, it would almost be embarrassing to say that, right? But it's not.
It's fact.
But it's amazing how our brain is created
Mhm.
that it can recover from
It
something.
can redirect.
Yeah. Grow new pathways. I mean, I know that about the vascular system, right? But I didn't know the neural pathways would do that. It's just exciting.
Absolute.
Stop and go, you know, like God is just, he thought of everything.
Absolutely. All right, let me see. It is midnight, everyone. Courtney's falling asleep. You'd have thought she sewed all day.
Are you yawning?
Courtney was yawning. Her little tiny face disappeared.
Oh,
And we can't have that.
But I've had a good day. And y'all
Yes, we
know I
have.
had a good day.
Oh, Courtney and Julie, we are the Lions Club.
Courtney probably didn't get up.
Oh, Leo.
No, she was on a
That's
lot
all right.
morning at the end.
Oh, what's it? Really?
But the bad part is my uncle can never get me and my great grandfather, who passed away long before I was born. He would get both of us backwards. He would think I was the 31st instead of the 30th.
And that's okay. At least he remembers your name, right?
Yeah, when he gets his co-worker's name Courtney and calls me instead of that person.
Holy bejeebers, hold that back up. Oh my word.
It's a panel.
Oh my. See, I
Those are
can't
beautiful.
find good panels up here.
Yeah.
This is, let's see if I can find it.
I've searched.
It's Hoffman Spectrum Print, Hummingbird Haven.
Well, we'll be chatting because
Yeah.
I'm going to be getting that all down tomorrow. The
Yeah,
brain's
that's pretty
just
cool.
done for the night. All
Yeah.
right, guys, we're going to call it a night. It's been a fun couple days sewing the lion. I think we're both going to table it for a hot minute and circle back next week. We're going to take tomorrow and do Lord knows what. And if I have computer access, I'll call Court and see if we want to get on and just hang for a bit and finish up stuff. Otherwise, we'll call it a family day and I'll sleep.
You'll have some kind.
Call me tomorrow, Donna.
All right.
Yep.
Are you off tomorrow?
Yes.
Anybody
I'll-
want? All right. Court,
I'm able to, I'll join you.
Good with that.
are you? We'll just do maybe a Zoom, Sunday Zoom, and let everybody Zoom in who wants to sew and chat.
Amy.
Joe's going zoomy, zoom, zoom. So
Uh-oh, we got the zoomies.
it won't be until after 12 at least. Bebe doesn't get picked up till noon tomorrow.
That's
So-
good. You don't get to disturb me.
I can disturb you anytime. I got speed dial.
I probably won't fall asleep because my husband's not home and he won't get home until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Well, I'm sorry about your luck. That's the perfect time to get some good sleep.
It don't happen because I have a dog that I have to deal with. My dog doesn't like to stay out of my face when I'm
Oh.
sleeping.
All right. Well, anyway, good night, you guys. Thank you for joining us. And we're going to do our best to pop on for a hot minute or so tomorrow. If we get a chance, it won't be until after 12. Yes, I will Zoom if I'm feeling okay. Amy,
cool.
make sure that we get you, girl. And we love you guys. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you back
Blessings.
tomorrow.
Night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Bye. Thank you.